Have you ever sat across from your partner at the dinner table, maybe watching them laugh at something on the news or sipping their tea, and out of nowhere the thought creeps in, what if I outlive them? It's a quiet question, one we don't say out loud, not because we're afraid of the answer, but because we're afraid of what it means. You've been through life together, birthdays, grandbabies, sickness, stress, early mornings, late nights. You know their habits, their quirks, their stubbornness, and deep down, you know there are things they do or don't do that could be affecting how long they'll be by your side. Maybe you've noticed how they shrug off stress while you carry it all. Or maybe you're the one still getting up to stretch, move, take a walk, while they've started slowing down. Maybe their memory slips more often now, or they've lost that sense of purpose that used to keep them energized. But here's the thing, longevity isn't just about luck, it's about choices. Tiny daily choices that slowly build up, like layers in a story. And sometimes, without even realizing it, those choices start painting a picture of who might have more time left. And that's not about being morbid. It's not about winning or losing. It's about understanding. It's about love. Because the more you know about your body, your habits, your health, the more you can help each other to live longer, to live better, to live fully together. So in this video, we're going to talk about 5 surprising signs, some subtle, some obvious, that might suggest you could live longer than your partner. Some of them are rooted in biology, some are deeply behavioral, but all of them are important. And number 5, that one, most people completely miss it, but it could be the most powerful sign of all. So stay with me, because by the end of this, you won't just see your partner differently, you might see yourself differently too. And before we dive in, I want to know, comment below with, longevity matters if you're committed to living a long, healthy life and helping the person you love do the same. And hey, if you care about aging well, caring for your loved ones and understanding what really matters in these later years, don't forget to subscribe to Wisdom of Longevity. We're on this journey together. All right, let's begin. Sign number 1, you handle stress better than your partner. Let me tell you a story about Linda and George. They've been married for 35 years, been through thick and thin, raised kids, buried parents, weathered job losses and health scares, you name it. But if you really watch them closely, you'll notice something most people miss. George, the moment something goes wrong, a bill's overdue, the car makes a strange sound, even if the Wi-Fi cuts out, he tenses up, his shoulders rise, his face flushes, his voice sharpens. Linda, though, she takes a breath, she listens, she leans into the moment instead of away from it. Even in chaos, she moves with a kind of stillness, a kind of quiet control. Now that may seem like a personality thing, but it's actually something deeper, because how you handle stress over years, over decades, can silently shape your lifespan. See, science tells us that chronic stress isn't just about feeling overwhelmed. It rewires your body, raises your cortisol levels, overworks your heart, weakens your immune system, speeds up cell aging. Yes, literally aging your body from the inside. And while your mind may seem calm on the surface, that internal storm, if not handled, can leave lasting scars. It's like driving a car with the engine revved all the time. You might still move forward, but eventually something will burn out. What many people get wrong is thinking stress is just emotional, just mental, but it's physical, deeply physical. And pushing it down, burying it under silence or routine, that doesn't make it disappear. It just hides in the body, in your blood pressure, your sleep, your digestion, even your memory. So what can you do? Start small. Take 5 minutes a day to breathe. Sit in silence before bed. No phone, no noise, just breath. Get out in nature. Let the stillness reset your nervous system. Even 10 minutes of mindfulness can begin to teach your body what safety feels like again. Because stress doesn't just go away, but you can change your relationship with it. And the truth is, if you've learned to stay calm under pressure while your partner still carries the storms inside, that calmness may be quietly extending your life. But stress isn't the only silent factor. Let's talk about another powerful sign: how often and how well you move. Sign number 2, you stay more physically active. Picture this. A couple retires after 40 years of hard work. One of them, let's say Diane, joins a gardening club, starts walking every morning, even signs up for a local dance class. The other, her husband, Frank, says, "I've worked my whole life. I just want to relax now." So he settles into the couch. TV, remote, and maybe the occasional stroll to the kitchen. It may seem harmless, even earned, but over time their bodies begin to drift in different directions. Diane's posture stays tall, her legs strong, her balance steady. Frank, though, he starts to shuffle, sleep more, complain about aches and stiffness that don't seem to go away. Because here's the truth: motion is life, and not just in a poetic way. Physiologically, every system in your body, from your brain to your bones, relies on movement to function well. Regular activity improves circulation, keeps your joints healthy, boosts your mood, and strengthens your heart. And inactivity? It slows everything down. It's now being called the new smoking for a reason. A lot of people think movement means going to the gym or lifting weights, but that's not it. It's about intentional movement, stretching in the morning, a 15-minute walk after dinner, doing the dishes while standing tall instead of slouched, even gardening, sweeping, dancing in the kitchen. It all counts. What doesn't count? Walking to the fridge, shuffling from bed to the chair and back again. That's not enough to keep your system alive and thriving. So if you're the one still finding ways to move, even a little, while your partner stays mostly sedentary, that movement may be quietly fueling your body to last longer. But physical strength isn't the only kind of strength that matters. Because what about your mental clarity? Let's move into another crucial sign. Sign number 3, your cognitive health is more stable. Let's talk about Mary and Bill. They're both in their 70s. Mary loves word games. She reads every day, has strong opinions, keeps track of birthdays and phone numbers from memory. Bill, on the other hand, has started to ask the same questions twice, struggles to follow the plot of a movie, sometimes forgets names, even of people he's known for years. Now, Mary's not some genius. She just never stopped using her mind. And that's the key. You see, cognitive health doesn't vanish overnight. It fades, softly, slowly, often unnoticed, until it becomes impossible to ignore. But here's the thing. Mental aging and mental engagement don't always follow the same timeline. Meaning, your brain can stay sharp well into old age if you keep it stimulated. But when the brain starts to go idle, when conversations become shallow, when curiosity fades, that's when decline accelerates. Sadly, families often brush off early signs. Oh, he's just getting old. She's always been forgetful. But missing appointments, losing focus, sudden mood changes. Those are signs, not just quirks. And the good news? You can keep your mind strong. Read, do puzzles, have deep conversations. Learn something new, a language, a recipe, even a new card game. Your brain loves being challenged. It stays alive when it's used. So if you're still sharp, curious, and actively using your mind while your partner seems to be slipping, even a little, that mental engagement may be extending not just your clarity, but your life. But remember, your brain isn't just fed by thoughts. Sign number 4, you have healthier eating habits. Now let's take a closer look at something we do every day: eating. Think about a couple. Let's call them Joan and Richard. Joan starts her morning with a glass of water, maybe a smoothie or oats with berries. Lunch is something light but balanced. Dinner is mostly home-cooked, with greens on the plate and color in the bowl. She drinks water throughout the day and avoids too much sugar or salt. Richard? Well, he skips breakfast, grabs a muffin or processed snack when hunger hits. Lunch is fast food or a microwave meal. Dinner is heavy and often followed by dessert. And hydration? Maybe 2 cups of coffee and a soda. Now, on any given day, that might not seem like a big deal. But over time, that contrast, that pattern, it adds up. You see, what we eat is one of the biggest drivers of how our bodies age. A diet that's rich in fiber, leafy greens, colorful fruits, healthy fats, and lean proteins doesn't just help with weight, it slows internal aging. It fights inflammation, supports the brain, protects the heart, and even preserves muscle mass. Antioxidants found in whole foods actually protect your cells from damage. Now let's flip that. A diet full of processed food, sugars, artificial additives, and low nutrients? It does the opposite. It causes inflammation, it speeds up cellular decay, it contributes to chronic conditions like diabetes, heart disease, and even cognitive decline. And here's the mistake many of us make. We think it's just a treat, or at my age, why change now? But the truth is, it's not the occasional dessert, it's the daily habits, the little choices, meal after meal, year after year. So what can you do? Start with small, sustainable changes. Swap out white bread for whole grain. Add one more veggie to your plate. Drink an extra glass of water today. Cut down sugar gradually instead of going cold turkey. You don't have to eat perfectly. You just have to eat mindfully. And if you're the one in your relationship who pays attention to what goes into your body, while your partner tends to eat whatever's easy, that awareness, that discipline, may be adding precious years to your life. But as powerful as food is, there's something even deeper that science is beginning to understand. Sign number 5, you have a stronger sense of purpose now. This next one, it's often overlooked, but it may be the most powerful sign of all. Let me introduce you to Tom and Carol. After Tom retired, he felt like he hit a wall. No more meetings, no deadlines, no one depending on him. He started sleeping later, watching more TV. Days started blending together. Carol, on the other hand, saw retirement as a new beginning. She joined a community garden, volunteered at a local shelter, started mentoring young women at her church. She wasn't just filling time, she had a reason to get out of bed. And here's what's incredible. Science backs this up. A Harvard study found that people with a strong sense of purpose were less likely to suffer from heart disease. They slept better. They had lower levels of stress hormones. They even lived longer. Purpose doesn't have to mean saving the world. It doesn't need a paycheck or applause. It could be caring for your grandkids, tending to your plants, calling a friend every week who feels lonely, writing, painting, praying, even just setting a small goal each morning. But without purpose, the body follows the mind. And when the mind says, "I'm done," the body listens. Too many people see retirement as the end of the road. But it's not. It's just a new chapter, waiting to be written. And if you're the one in your relationship who still wakes up with intention, who still sets goals, still feels needed, still feels driven, even in small ways, that sense of purpose could be what keeps you not only alive, but vibrantly so. These 5 signs may seem subtle. They might even be easy to miss at first glance. But when you start to see the pattern, when you connect the dots between how you handle stress, how you move, how you think, how you eat, and why you wake up in the morning, you begin to see the full picture. A quiet, powerful longevity advantage. And yes, it may mean you'll outlive your partner, not because you love them less, but because you've loved your own life with more intention. And that realization isn't just sobering, it's motivating. You know, the idea of outliving your partner, it's not just a statistic, it's deeply personal. And frankly, it's painful to think about. Maybe you've already imagined it, sitting at the kitchen table, their chair empty, or lying in bed at night, reaching out, and they're not there. Whether it's fear of loneliness or the heartache of watching someone you love slowly change. This reality touches a place in all of us that words can barely reach. But here's the thing. This isn't about doom and gloom. This awareness you now have, it's not meant to scare you. It's meant to empower you. Because now you can make choices. Choices rooted in love, not fear. You can choose to walk together after dinner instead of turning on the TV. You can talk about how you're feeling, physically, emotionally, spiritually. You can gently encourage your partner to join you in healthier routines. You can build a future instead of waiting for one to happen. It starts with a conversation, not a heavy one, just an honest, caring talk. Ask them, how are you really feeling lately? What's one thing we could both do to take better care of ourselves? Because here's the truth, longevity isn't random. It's not just something you inherit in your genes. It's something you nurture, day by day, choice by choice. And just by recognizing these 5 signs, you've already taken the first step toward a stronger, healthier tomorrow. You're not helpless. You're not too late. And you're certainly not alone. There is hope in awareness. There is strength in understanding. And there is love, so much love, in taking the time to care, to learn, and to act. Let's take a moment and quickly recap what we talked about today. 1. You manage stress better than your partner. 2. You stay more physically active. 3. Your cognitive health is more stable. 4. You have healthier eating habits. And 5. You carry a stronger sense of purpose. Each of these is a quiet clue, a subtle sign that you may just outlive your partner. Not because you're stronger, but because you've built habits that protect your body and mind from the inside out. Now here's what I want you to do. Look inward. Think honestly. Which of these signs do you notice most in yourself? And which ones show up more in your partner? Do you think one of you is walking a healthier path? And if so, what's one small thing you could start doing together? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's have a real heart-to-heart conversation. Just comment with, "I see myself in sign number 25," or even, "We're working on this one as a couple." Your story might inspire someone else who's silently wondering the same thing. And if this video opened your eyes, if it made you pause and think deeply about the days ahead, please like this video, share it with someone you care about, and consider subscribing to Wisdom of Longevity. This is a space where we talk honestly about health, about aging, about love and care. Not with fear, but with wisdom, grace, and dignity. We're here to help you make these years, your golden years, some of the most fulfilling ones yet. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourself. Take care of your partner. And remember, every small, intentional step you take today is a beautiful investment in the life you'll share tomorrow. Until next time, stay well, stay kind, and stay committed to your wisdom of longevity.